Hey there, my name is Tanner Hauk. I am originally from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'm currently a freshman here at Barrett, the Honors College at Arizona State University. I'm double majoring in finance, in business entrepreneurship, as well as a double certificate in cross-sector leadership and international business. I moved out here on a full tuition scholarship looking to escape the cold and experience something new for a couple years. Before we get into the meat of my video, I'd like to start by thanking and acknowledging my father. Without him, I wouldn't be here today, nor would I be applying for this camp. I grew up in a pretty stereotypical middle-class Midwestern family. My mom is an elementary school teacher, my dad's a realtor, we drive Toyotas, we shop at Costco, we go to church on Sundays, and we live in a pretty average house with a basketball hoop in the front and a fire pit in the back. Despite my average or normal upbringing, my entire life I've strove to break the mold of normality. At a young age, my dad told me to do whatever I can to not work for the man when I grew up. Now, I grew up watching my dad invest in real estate, domain names, gold and silver, even fruit trees. And he gifted me with his hardworking, entrepreneurial mindset, and I kind of developed it and took hold of that at a very young age. I still remember in fifth grade we had this year-long reading competition. Who could read the most minutes throughout the year? And it was tracked across the board on the room for everyone to see. I finished that year having read 30,001 minutes, which is roughly equivalent to 21 days with my nose stuck in a book. I don't say that to brag, but rather that was when I realized that I could do anything, I could overcome anything, and I could create anything that I set my mind out to. And then following that, my first big entrepreneurial endeavor was in 8th grade. My dad helped me purchase a domain name hipheadphones.com, and I took a stab at affiliate marketing. I really love graphic design, so I developed the logo. My dad helped me build a WordPress website. We linked it to Amazon because I knew if I was going to do affiliate marketing, I wanted to do something where there were pricey products that you couldn't find in an everyday store. So my 8th grade year, I worked on that, and I spent countless nights creating this Pinterest page where I'd post these headphones on Pinterest, amass these moms following me and people looking for headphones. And although I only ever got 2 sales, that was the most rewarding $16 I've ever earned. And at some point, I just kind of became disinterested in that. It wasn't really fulfilling what I was looking for, so I moved on. And before I get to my next example, I'd just like to preface it. I am a sneaker geek. I have over 55 pairs of shoes. So the summer going into my sophomore year of high school, I decided to start my own sneaker blog. I called it kicksonary.com, sort of like kicks, which is slang for shoes, sneakers, and dictionary kind of mashed together. And that was my baby for a long time. I actually posted a total of 580 times over roughly a year span, all just strictly about the new sneakers coming out, about the styles, colorways, people who are wearing them, all that good stuff. And I actually kind of did a good job with that one. I ended up getting over 100 daily readers. I had over 10,000 Instagram followers. And eventually I tried to monetize it. I added Google Ads. I had affiliate links to buy the shoes, but I was really only making about $3 a day and putting 4+ hours into it. And at some point I realized I had gone too far, I'd spent too much time, and it was insalvageable. So I kind of moved on from that. That's always been my baby, my go-to. But I decided it was time to move on, and I tried my hand at social media selling, or a platform for social media business. So I created an Instagram account called StrictlyDG, which stands for Strictly Disc Golf, and I amassed roughly a little over 8,000 followers at its a peak time. And basically what I did there is I just would give people shout outs, I'd post cool disc golf content, and then eventually when I amassed enough followers, I set up a big cartel website. I sold, little wristbands for a couple bucks a pop, and actually sold about a dozen of those. I probably could have sold more if I kept going, but the profit margins were just too low. It wasn't worth it. So after that, I decided I was just gonna take a little break, not trying to make money, just do something for myself. And I purchased TannerHauk.com, my name as a domain name, just kind of as a personal blog. And I've kept that. I still have it today. I post on there every once in a while. I have the books that I've read, projects I'm working on just a little hobby to keep me up to date, let people know what's going on in my life and something fun for me to do. And then moving on to more current projects, my senior year of high school, I told my English teacher that I would write 3 books within 5 years. So shortly after saying that, I started writing my first book, and I actually finished the rough draft in August of this past year when I got to college. Here is the rough draft, untitled still, 134 pages of really brutally rough writing. But I did it. I wrote a book, and then I kind of took a little sabbatical, a couple months off, and then in January I started editing it again, and hopefully I can edit it and self-publish it at some point in these coming months. Sell it for 99 cents or free on the internet, so my family and friends can read it. So that's something really cool I've done recently. And additionally, I am deathly allergic to peanuts, and because of that, I have to carry on an EpiPen, or rather, the newer, sleeker AviQ epinephrine injectors. And this might seem kind of random, but this will literally save my life. And throughout high school, even in college, my mom's thousands of miles away. She harps on me, "Don't forget your EpiPen." So that's just kind of been like a defining moment in my life. And obviously, I always forgot it. But the one thing I never forgot was my phone. So I figured I'd try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And I tried to develop a case. So I have 2 prototypes. This was the first one I made. Pretty simple. You just have the little pocket in the back that the EpiPen slides into. Your EpiPen's always with you. Little kids, young adults, they're never going to forget their phone. If their EpiPen's in there, it could potentially save their lives. So that was the first prototype. And then I designed a 3D printing model, which came in 2 pieces, fits together like this. You'd slide it on your phone. And this is alright. There's still some improvements to be made. I'm currently on my 3rd prototype. Hopefully that's the one. It's halfway through the design phase. I'll hopefully get an actual hard copy delivered in the coming weeks. And I really hope that's something that works out. I can see in the future putting that on Kickstarter, Indiegogo, some similar platform, and try to get some funding and sell it dirt cheap to young adults, teens, little kids if their parents buy them smartphones at that age. And I think nowadays that's what people are doing. Just to kind of give parents peace of mind and give kids that convenience of having their potentially life-saving device with a phone that they're never going to forget. And outside of those projects, I'm currently writing my 2nd book, so kind of juggling editing a book and writing another one. That one's going to be a little shorter. Hopefully it'll be, the rough copy will be done before my 3rd semester starts going in a couple months. And also working with my roommate on a brand new project. I can't really tell you much about it, but basically we went through Amazon and we looked for product gaps, and we found one that we really liked, and we thought we could be first to market. So we've come up with a concept, a design, and we're currently in communications with a manufacturer and a professional 3D designer. So hopefully in the coming weeks we can get some prototypes shipped over here, evaluate those, see what needs to be changed, and we have an aggressive goal of rolling out that product before summer gets going into full swing. So I think that's a really special product. Hopefully in the coming months I'll be able to share more about that. And then beyond my past and current projects, I am a dedicated, high-achieving, and passionate individual. Throughout high school and even early on in college, I hold leadership roles in multiple organizations, clubs. My grades are up there. I'll just flash up my transcript and my resume to spare you guys the details. Additionally, I am Google AdSense verified and proficient in the Adobe Suite applications. So that's whatever you make of it. I think those are awesome skills, graphic design, knowing AdSense, for any young entrepreneur. And I'm just interested in anything that can further my skills. I'm obviously still in the infancy of my entrepreneurial journey, and I'm looking to learn and listen to anyone who's paved the path or done this before. And this camp is a huge opportunity for me. I'd really like to thank you guys for listening to my video of this weird college kid sitting in his dimly lit bathtub in a suit If you guys want the full story for that, I guess you'll have to get back to me. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a good one.